Icon 64 are one of the most prolific development groups working on the Commodore 64 today. They've been responsible for a string of hit games released both digitally and physically, and as rewards for various Kickstarter campaigns in recent years. Usually working on several games at a time, their most recent release is their entry into the endless runner genre and has been a game they have been previewing online for the last few months, Demon Run. As the title of the game suggests, you take control of a demon who loves to run. Set on the rooftops of a futuristic city, the aim is to just keep running as far as possible until you fall off the edge of one of the buildings or collide into a wall or one of the work droids patrolling the skies. Controlling the demon is simplicity itself. Press fire to jump, press it again while in the air for a double jump, pull and hold down to duck and roll, and push left or right on the joystick to move left and right respectively. As with all games of this nature, the further you run the more you score. Unlike most I've played, however, bonus points can be collected along the way by jumping into specifically marked boxes that appear above the walkways. You don't need to collect them to progress, but it's an easier way to boost your score than running alone. Unusually, the start of each run features exactly the same section of walkway to run along for the first 10 seconds or so. While this may not seem like a great deal, it eases you into each run, so by the time that section is complete, you feel as if you're ready to tackle anything the game throws at you. It's only a small touch, but it does wonders to boost the player's confidence, even if you fall crashing to your doom before you make the first jump. The game has a quite stylised look to it. The demon himself looks superb, while only a single colour silhouette. He is incredibly well animated as he runs and jumps throughout the game. Looking at him closely, it would appear that he has been designed using standard size sprites, which have then been increased using the C64's hardware resizing function. While that does give them a chunky look to them, it fits in with the overall visual feel of the game. Trevor Story's visuals for the game are bold and colourful, and while not the most detailed I've seen in a C64 game, they work remarkably well. The whole game has a sturdy, robust feel to it, and while it won't win any awards for the level of detail in the graphics, they fit the game perfectly. This isn't a game where you're going to sit back and admire the pretty visuals anyway, it's all about speed and reactions. The solid foreground graphics and extensive layers of parallax scrolling in the background work wonders to create an atmosphere of frenzy, and that's what matters. Onto the gameplay, and as you'd expect with any endless runner, it's hellishly addictive. It has that one more go factor that seems to be the norm for the genre, but at times I did find it a lot tougher than some others that I've played. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it certainly made Demon Run more challenging. I would say that this is in part down to the use of a larger main character. In C64 Annabelle that I reviewed previously, the main character is relatively small, so you have a much clearer view of approaching obstacles and jumps, but here it's not that easy, so reaction times are much more critical. If things weren't already difficult enough, the demon comes under attack from above at random intervals by rockets, and if these hit you, it's game over. And then there are the work droids that I mentioned earlier. Colliding with any of these will usually result in instant death, but if you hit them while double jumping or rolling, then you'll be able to destroy them. And that's when things get really interesting. Each time you take out one of these droids, or the rockets I mentioned earlier, you fill up a meter at the bottom of the screen. Once this is complete, the demon temporarily transforms into a jet plane for a special bonus stage. This high speed stage isn't easy to reach, but if you can, then you'll be rewarded with an incredible boost to your score. It's a novel idea, and one that certainly adds a new twist to the endless runner idea. I can't praise the team behind this enough, from the code of Akim Volkers, the art and design of Trevor Story, and the superb music by Richard Bayliss. It all comes together to make for a fantastic and extremely polished overall package. It's fun, challenging, and both before and after recording the footage for this review, I found this hellishly addictive and incredibly hard to put down. Demon Run is available as a physical release on cassette and disc from Cytronic, with prices starting from $6.99. It's also available as a digital release for use with emulators, C64s with suitable add-ons, and the C64 Mini from itch.io for a minimum donation price of $3.99, and links to order both will be in the description. Whether you buy the digital or physical release, it represents fantastic value for money and is a game that no modern C64 gamer should be without. That's it for now, but I'll be back with another game review soon.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like button and leave us a comment below. Also, spare a moment to share this video on Twitter, Facebook, and all your social media pages. To get updates on all of our latest videos delivered straight to your inbox, subscribe now using the link on the screen.